endless runners haven't been too great lately, as many of them, especially ones for mobile devices, have lacked any sort of soul and could be seen as desperate cash grabs given their obtuse microtransactions. Because of this, I've avoided playing these types of games. That is until I decided to play Saimago's electric pop-infused arcade game that's unlike anything else I've played before. Right from the get-go, Sayonara Wild Hearts sets the stage for the zany and vivid trance adventure that you'll go through. You play as a woman who has sadly been suffering from heartbreak, and the balance of the universe is disturbed. However, during one fateful dream, a diamond butterfly appears and leads her through a highway in the sky, where she finds her other self, the masked biker called the Fool. It's here that it's then up to you to bring harmony to the tarot card-focused universe by going through 23 levels and fending off evil gangs. When I learned about the premise of the game, at first I didn't know what to think. But then it hit me that it's basically Sailor Moon meets Escaflowne, and you know what? That's rad. Regardless of your thoughts on astrology, it's presented in the game in a way that isn't distracting and instead is rather interesting. At the start, Sayonara Wild Hearts' gameplay seems quite simple, consisting of the typical endless runner formula. However, there's so much more to it than just that. For starters, the game is a pretty overwhelming sensory overload, as everything in the game begs for your attention from beginning to end. Many of the on-rails levels have you going blazing fast on something, like a motorcycle or a longboard, to collect hearts and shards to collect points. While the first couple of levels may conjure the idea that the game will be a breeze to go through, let me tell you that's far from the truth. I ended up messing up numerous times. Being able to be as precise as can be, and also being able to follow along with the flow of each level, is essential and makes for the game to be addictive, challenging, and definitely fun. To keep things fresh and not repetitive, the developer has also thrown in a mix of other gameplay elements throughout most of the game's levels. At one moment, you can be riding on your motorcycle as usual, and then all of a sudden, quick time button press events occur to be able to dodge incoming attacks. And then, you enter into a shoot 'em up sequence that has you blasting away foes with arrows. Sure, calling the game an endless runner is valid, but really, it can also be a platformer, a shoot 'em up, and even a rhythm game. The only qualm I have with the game's gameplay is that it can lean towards being a test of memorization rather than true skill. Regardless, the game is a thrilling, albeit short adventure that only takes about 2 hours to complete. It would be a crime to not even mention Sayonara Wild Hearts' electrifying custom-written electropop soundtrack. Seriously, every single track is an absolute banger. Not only that, but the soundtrack brings the game's captivating neon worlds to life, and thankfully, there aren't any frame rate issues whatsoever to worry about. With its unique premise and gameplay and unbelievable soundtrack and visuals, Sayonara Wild Hearts is the best endless runner I've ever played. It's a beautiful work of art that needs to be experienced. I'm really hoping that the developer doesn't say sayonara to this glorious new IP. Noisy Pixel is giving Sayonara Wild Hearts a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching. You can read our full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all of our future content.